So, Brooke, let me tell you about this system.
Okay.
So we designed it to address the 3 reasons why people don't stretch or they don't see results when they do. Okay. And there's 3. First one is most people don't know how to stretch. Spine angle is real important, or your posture. The second thing is you need to be completely relaxed when you're stretching. That's why professional athletes will have somebody else stretch them out. It's called assisted stretching, and there's even assisted stretching facilities opening up now. The third thing is you need to be able to measure both upper and lower body progress. Any system where you can't put numbers to it is going to be inferior to systems where you can add numbers, right? Because you need to be able to assess exactly where you are, you need to be able to set goals, and you need to be able to measure the small increments on the way to hitting the goals. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so have a seat right here.
Gotcha.
So the first stretch is just like hanging from a bar. Hanging from a bar is probably the best upper body stretch you can do. The problem is your body weight is too much weight, okay, to hang and relax. Remember, relaxation is key, okay? So put your feet up here, grab that red pull pin, and we're going to take this all the way up here, okay? Now let go. It'll catch that hole. Take one hand here, push it up the pole as far as you can. Okay, far as you can. All right, so then let's take it back down. So you're going to use the upper grip. So now grab here, okay, can you reach it? And just both hands and just hang like you're hanging from a bar. So you've got more than half your body weight still resting, right? But you're stretching everything you'd be stretching if you were hanging. Your wrists, elbows, shoulders, your thoracic cage. You're decompressing your spine like an inversion table. Okay, spinal decompression keeps your discs healthy, right? But you can hang there, relax. If we were hanging from a bar, you have to kind of white knuckle a little bit. And anytime you tense up when you're stretching, it inhibits the ability to stretch. Okay, so we hold each position for about 30 seconds. So I want you to breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for a second. Exhale for 5. So that's 10 seconds. What I do when I'm on this machine is I do 3 rounds of that. That's 30 seconds, and that's optimal for stretching. Okay, all right, let go. Now we're going to take it back down. Now grab that red pull pin. We're going to take it all the way down to the lowest pinhole. Okay, it'll catch it. I want you to bend your knees and dig your heels in, okay? And we're taking the hamstrings out of this. Now this stretch is for your back. It's the only one I want you to round your head down and round your back. So reach forward and grab this. Drop your head down and round your back. Feel that in your back? And just hold you. If you need to add some of the stretch, let go for a sec. All right, now grab and just pull down. Good. Feel that in your back?
Yes, sir.
Good. We'll hold that for about 30. So this is kind of the opposite of exercise. This is you trying to get as relaxed as possible in each position, okay? All right, now let go. That's about 30 seconds, okay? And this will come down to you. Grab that red pull pin, and we're going to take it up to this hole right here, okay? Now, straighten your legs out. There's a crank on each side. I want you to crank it backwards, and it'll open the leg decks up. So we're now getting the groin and the hips, okay?
Okay.
Got it? So now I want you to get a good stretch, but I still want you to be able to talk to me, okay?
Okay.
All right, now, that's excellent. So if you look right here, you're at about 102 degrees, okay? So that's our first measurement.
Okay.
Take one hand here, push it up the pole a little bit. Now grab and hold with both hands and just relax. So those 3 things that I was talking about, kind of look between your hands.
Okay.
The 3 things I was talking about, we have the ability to measure here and there so we can know where you are, set some goals, and then know where you are on your way to those, right?
Okay.
The second thing is you're holding yourself in place. The machine is holding your legs apart, so you can relax everything other than your fingers, right? So the key to getting flexible is be as relaxed as possible, breathing deep. And then finally, as you push the T-grip up this boom, your shoulders will follow that plane, okay? And when you take your shoulders up and away, the flexion is from the hip instead of rounding the lower back. And that's where most people butcher their stretching, is the posture they're in when they're stretching, okay?
Okay.
All right, so now, Grab that black pull pin.
Okay.
We're going to take this all the way over to this leg deck. We're going to touch it. Now let go. It'll find the closest hole. Now give me both hands over here. Okay? Yep. So take one hand here, one hand there. Make a good fist here. We can probably slide it up a little bit more. Okay? Yep. Make a good fist. Now you should feel your lats coming in some, and your shoulders are also turning against your hips. So most people pick up about 50% in the first 30 days.
Okay.
Using it every other day.
Okay.
So this foot would be about out in here. That shoulder would be around where that shoulder is. The boom would be over there. So the ability to rip punches that require torso rotation, this increases the flexibility, which when you increase the flexibility, you have more relaxation through that move.
Yeah.
The more relaxed you are, pick up speed. So the way to increase speed is reduce friction. So if we're getting more loose in that movement, then you reduce friction and you can fire. Whether it's golf or punching or pickleball or throwing, right?
Yes,
All right. So now here's what I want you to do. Take this hand to here now.
Okay.
This one to here. Make a good fist. Now you feel the lat come in there a little bit more?
I do.
Okay, excellent. Stay there for about 30. Breathe deep, relax. Okay, now grab the black pull pin again.
Okay.
Take it around to this leg deck. So we'll touch the legs, okay? And then let go of the pin. It'll find the closest one. There it is. Both hands over here. Excellent. Make a good fist on that outside hand there. And just breathe and relax.
Yeah, I needed this.
And I'll tell you, when you hop up from here, you'll feel more loose than you've probably felt in a long time. So it's a great thing to do before you're boxing, kickboxing, grappling,
I appreciate you, Mr. Dave.
anything, lifting, right? And then you want to chart your progress. So instead of it being based on feel, you'll know you're getting more flexible, right? Because feel isn't real. You can wake up in a bad mood and just be tight, All right, so now take your right hand to here. Let's get that lat a little bit more. And if you need to add to it to feel a little more in that lat, it looks like you do. So let's go up a little bit. Good. Relax. Feel that? You should feel it all the way down, right? The only way to really isolate lats is you have to fix your hips. So you'll see people try to grab a pole and do it. It doesn't work because your hip is rolling. Your hips are fixed because they're cranked apart, right? So now anything you do rotation-wise is isolating the muscles that are called upon to rotate around your spine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now grab the black pull pin. Okay, we're going to take it to center. Now I want you to crank the machine closed, and we're going to finish with your hamstrings. Now, you see the QR code here. You put your cell phone there, a smartphone, take a picture of that, and it'll go to level 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're doing level 1 today.
Okay.
Each new level has additional stretches, okay? So I want you to drop one foot to the floor. Excellent. Okay, now pull your toes back to you, straight up. Take one hand here. Push it up the pole as far as you can. Now grab and hold with both hands, and you're going to feel your hamstring jump in there. You feel that? Feel a good hamstring stretch?
Yes, sir.
The reason is your shoulders are following that plane,
Okay.
so it's really isolating the hamstrings. Most people think head to knee is hamstring flexibility.
Okay.
That's really back flexibility.
And my toes should be
Pulled back to you. Yeah, well, point them. Point them first. Point them
Point 'em
forward.
forward.
Now pull them back. You tell me which one's a better stretch.
back. Yeah.
All right, so now what we're going to do is called PNF, or some people call it contract relax.
Okay.
So when I say go, you're going to drive your heel into that pad for 5 seconds, okay? Ready, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. Now I want you to contract your quad for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Now let's creep it up the boom just a little bit, okay? Yup. And then let's hold for 30 seconds. I want you to just breathe and relax. See, you could pick up a little bit more by doing that PNF or contract relax. So what we were doing is by pushing your heel down, you were contracting your hamstring.
Right.
And then obviously when you contracted your quads, you're contracting those. So there's two types of PNF. One where you contract the muscle you're stretching, and then the second one is contract the opposing muscle. So we were able to do both right there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, so now let's
Switch
drop
legs.
that foot to the floor. Let's get the other one up. And that's way more comfortable than being on the floor and floundering around, right? Okay, so I always bring this down so you're never diving after it. So push that up with one hand. Don't want any injuries. Grab and hold with both hands. And let's start this one. Just breathe and relax. Be the best stretch you've ever had, I promise you.
I can tell.
Just breathe. And what I always think about doing is I tell people, breathe deep. Think about just blowing out the tension. Right? Real relaxed. Deep breathing is physiological. It relaxes you. Okay, the more relaxed you can be, the better the stretch. All right, so now let's drive that heel into the pad for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Contract the quad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Let's creep it up a little bit and give me 30 seconds there. Okay? Breathe and relax. Excellent. Now, if you had something like this, wouldn't it be easy to just jump on this for 8 minutes rather than to try to do all the stuff on the floor that people do? And then, the level 2 is even more in depth. We get into shoulders and calves and feet and ankles. Level 3, we get into more. Level 4 is 40 minutes. It's a real in-depth stretch. And I recommend people try to do that once a week or once every 2 weeks, and then just hit the shorter ones after that. All right, so now let go. Okay. All right, now put that leg back up in. So we're going to crank it open and see what number you get to, and that's the second number we'd write down for today. Okay? You don't have to hold it.
Just crank it open.
Little Ray Charles. Good me. All right, so that's a $120, man. That's good. That's excellent, right? So where I would want you to get to, kickbox, you'll be able to kick people real easy in the head, right, or all over, be able to fake kicks, is our goal would be about 140. Anything beyond that, like full splits, you don't have to have, but 140, you can pick your foot up, pop somebody on one side of the face, hook kick them on the other. Okay. That's a good goal for you. But you're already at $120, right? So I mean, that's nothing.
Thank you.
You would definitely pick that up in 30 days because, we buy the machine back when people buy them for their homes. If they don't see 30 to 50% in the first 30 days, I buy it back from them if they're not happy.
Okay. Yeah, that's a deal.
So that's all the major muscles and joints. And in the other programs, we get, the piriformis, we get psoas or hip flexors, the calves, ankles, feet, shoulders, pecs, a little bit more torso rotation. What you think?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for my workout now, for sure.
All right, let's do it. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.